What's up, everybody? How you doing? This is Mr. Dannerium, coming to you from the Dannerium Culinary Labs, specifically the mixology department. Now, I've kind of let the cat out the bag on a few videos that I do stand-up comedy on the side, and every now and then one of my customers recognizes me and says, "Hey, I got a joke for you." I'm like, listen, man, comedy is not just asking a question and follow up with a punchline. Haha, funny joke. No, it's not that. This one guy, though, I'm going to give it to him because he asked for it and he delivered it. You're like, what do you mean he asked for it and he delivered it? Well, he asked for a drink called the Crowbar, which we are making today. It's 3 simple ingredients. It's Crown Royal, 151. Let's make sure this lid is open. Yep, because we're going to be on the blooper reel trying to open this bad boy. Hold on, here we go. Yeah. And some of you are like, they stopped making 151. Bacardi doesn't make it. Where you get 151? Bacardi is not the only company that made 151. And the final ingredient for this is tequila. Not to kill you, tequila. So anyway, the drink is called a Crowbar. And the guy told me this joke, and it was cute. It's kind of more of a dad joke than a joke that a comedian says. So anyway, it says this. Before crowbars were invented, crows had to drink at home. Boom. Okay, so anyway, let's get into the drink. As I said, 3 easy ingredients: Crown Royal, 151 tequila. It's going to be a ½ ounce of each. We're going to put it in a shaker full of ice, which is sponsored by the comedians and author of Signal 27 Radio. You can catch them every Sunday. Why I keep saying them? I'm on the show every now and then too. You can catch us on Facebook at 6:30 on Sunday. You can catch us on Twitch, Stitcher, YouTube. Yeah. We're all over social media platforms. So anyway, let's begin. I'm going to go ahead and preload my shaker with some ice, sponsored by Signal 27. And you'll see a lot of shakers that have handheld strainers. Nah, I got one with a strainer with the holes in it already. All I got to do is put the cap on it, shake, pour, and it's pre-strained, keeps all the pulp and the ice out. That East Cleveland education. Speaking of East Cleveland, I want to give a big old bleep you to the Cleveland Browns. Now, many of you don't know, but the Cleveland Browns were originally called the Cleveland Rams. And they actually practiced and played at a field in a small suburb of Cleveland called East Cleveland, where I'm from. The specific field was later turned into the Shaw High School football field. Now, in the PC world we're in, the Cleveland Browns decided, hey, that field hasn't been changed since like 1920 when the Cleveland Rams were there. So they tore our old field down, which we were still using until 2021, and built us a new stadium. Okay, that's great. But considering that that field was the home of the Browns, you think they'd give us a real stadium and maybe do a practice there in the off season to put some money back into the community, which sparked their growth? No. Now, granted, the field is very nice. We do have metal seats and it rains and lightnings in Cleveland. Okay. It's Cleveland, it snows. You put us on metal benches in the cold, we're going to freeze our asses off. Literally, your ass gets stuck to the metal because it's cold. But thank you, Cleveland Browns, for putting a cardinal, Shaw Cardinals, my high school. You put an angry bird on the field, not a cardinal. Jeez, clueless, tone deaf, dum-dums. Please, if you are in the Cleveland area, do not support the Cleveland Clowns. The real Browns are in Baltimore. That PSA aside, let's get into this drink called the Crowbar. It starts off with a ½ ounce of Crown Royal. And I told you in the previous videos, because you'll notice this is part of a segment of Crown Royal only shots. The bottom line in our measuring glass is a shot glass. And again, you could use a jigger, but there's no way to tell where half of this jigger is. Established bartenders, we know, we just pour and eyeball it. Some of you newbies, here you go. ½ ounce. And not weed. The big dog. 151. You know, you can actually light this drink on fire if you wanted to. If you poured this last. We're not going to do that. Fire code does not allow us to set anything on fire inside the Dannerium studios. And before we pass the last drink onto you, we're going to stop for a quick commercial break and we'll be right back.
Oh, hell no!
As I said, we're right back. And the last ingredient, as promised, is tequila. So we're going to put a half an ounce of tequila in there. Now you can pick your brand, but I prefer this. Please do not get anything that says especial. That crap is disgusting. It tastes like Flint water. No disrespect to the people of Flint. Disrespect to the water company and the people that ran that situation, but not to the people. Y'all know better. Trying to save a buck, killing all them people, and then won't help them out afterwards. Years later, they're still bottling water into Flint. That's a damn shame. Ooh, that's nice and cold. Now let's pour it into our non-sponsored Dave & Buster's Cleveland glass. Normally I cover up our non-sponsorship, but one of my best friends in the world, I miss her so much, although I moved to Florida and left her in Cleveland. I won't mention your name because the world does not need to know our personal business, but we went there on a coworker date. It was the best time in the world. A date without sexual tension, and we had fun. Go figure. Ladies and gentlemen, you have just made the crowbar. I am not drinking this. I'm going to give it to one of the members in the audience because 151, man, I got some more drinks to make in this series and I'm not trying to be behind the bar pouring like this. No, we're not going to do that today. So please remember to drink responsibly, never drink and drive. And if you're an adult in the house and you provide alcohol to your minor, yes, you are in charge of your house and it's your child, you know them best. It's still against the law. Your personal feelings and the law are not the same. Your personal feelings don't override the law. The law will put you in jail, especially if your child goes out and gets in trouble. Like a certain troubled teen may have gotten in trouble as a child. Then they took out bartending because mama and daddy gave me a drink. Okay, that last part was totally a lie. I may have snuck a drink. Shh. Okay, everybody, good evening.